Tami.
Yes, but Keeling.
Keeling,
With the
yes. Yes, sir.
State your name and who you represent.
Chairman Taylor, Senator, Co-Chairman Lucio. My name is Tami Keeling. I'm from Victoria ISD. I am here in opposition to Senate Bill 3. I've been a trustee for 12 years. I'm a product of Texas Public Schools, as are my children. And as a mother, I understand the individual responsibility we have for our children's education. As a trustee, I understand the responsibility of serving all the children in our public schools and the transparency, accountability, and fiduciary responsibilities that are due our community and the taxpayers. We've heard a lot about parent accountability, but we haven't talked much about taxpayer accountability. As both a parent and as a trustee, I understand the difficulty of the choices we sometimes have to make as government officials. Parents have an individual responsibility to their children and the right to choose charter, homeschool, or private school. I don't believe they have an individual right to divert public funds, the taxes the rest of us pay, from the public good and the civic responsibility we have pledged our public school students in pursuit of those individual rights. Again, parents are not the only taxpayers with an interest in high-quality public education. Our public schools bring value to our entire community, and the tax-paying public has a vested interest in their mission. The public is entitled to track and examine the expenditures of their tax dollars. It's their right to do so, and it's our responsibility to provide them with a full and transparent accounting. Putting public dollars in institutions where trustees are not subject to public scrutiny by election is not the standard for fiduciary responsibility that the public is due. In order to best serve all our children, we need decisions based on fact, and the fact is that the majority of our public schools are doing well. As Americans and Texans, we value liberty, but we also recognize the societal benefits of an educated populace. Tax credits, other types of vouchers, do not fulfill our constitutional responsibility to either our taxpayers or our children. We need to uphold the right of all of our children to a free public education. Public schools deserve public funds. And I would like, since we have been talking some, if I may, to extend just a moment about the fiscal. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Ms.
Chairman. Thank you. Ms. Keeling,
Yes,
you mentioned your concern about using taxpayer money going to private schools and people not having any say about how their money is being used.
Mm-hmm.
So what about if when people paid their property tax, we gave them two boxes to check off, and one of them said, my money may be used for private schools, or my money will only be used for public schools. What do you think would happen?
Well, I guess I hadn't thought about it in those terms. What I was thinking about is that annually, school boards give a public report to the community on every single dime we spend. We are audited, and we're accountable to the taxpayers.
No, I understand that, but everybody's concerned when they bring up the issue about using taxpayer money.
Right.
And so this would be a solution to solve that. That would take that concern away if, all we made available was the money that became available as a result of what people checked off when they paid their taxes, saying it's okay to use my money for private schools, or no, use my money for public schools.
Wow. Well,
it was just a question for thought.
That's an interesting one, because as elected officials between Austin and the ground, trustees set the tax rate, as you well know. And the money and the property values going up is not benefiting local districts. It's coming back here to Austin and saving you money. So, I think that's highly concerning to go that direction, sir, with all respect. We have something we need to accomplish. You've charged us with doing it. Let's get down to business.
Thank you. That's what we're doing.